Hi, my name is Christopher Copeland. I've been doing hair for 27 years. Throughout my 27-year career, I have owned salons, I have owned a day spa, and I've worked with a ton of products. Throughout my career, I've endeavored lots of different studies of the science of hair. I have worked for other companies, and I have attended most recently the Aquage Academy. And with the Aquage Academy, I finally found a product and a company that stands behind us as salon professionals. With Aquage, the philosophy is that we believe in absolutely zero diversion. We sell to no product companies that are bogus. We only sell to North American hairstylists, professional hairstylists, salons, and day spas. At Aquage, we believe the perfect ideal salon experience would be that we could go in and offer a range of variety of styles to our clients through creating and enhancing texture to the hair. So we can, as I'll demonstrate later with the barrel curl, we can go in and we can build the hair from a level 0 to a level 10 with different products and layering of products. That, along with the tools, creates any style that we could possibly want or that our client could possibly ask for. So with the Aquage pliance system, the first thing we're going to do is determine the hair's natural pliancy level. So we'll go in and do a test, and if we are creating an updo that we want to last throughout the night, we would use a working spray. Working spray is an Aquage product that is sea botanical based. It infuses natural oils through the hair shaft, through the cuticle, and protects the hair against styling agents, as far as heat styling agents, elements. If we want to break it down, we would once again go in with a flat iron, do slips over and over and over until we create a straight look on the mannequin, or the model, or the client. Today what I'm going to be doing for you is going over the ribbon curl. After I've determined and chosen what level of pliant strength I want to do, I will explain to you exactly how to do the ribbon curl, and from there the ribbon curl will create a loose, effective curl that would be great for an updo or for wearing down as well. So you could wear the hair down in a loose side braid, you could wear the hair down swept to the side, you could pull it into a ponytail and still have a very loose curl. After we do that, we're going to work into a slip braid, and the slip braid is another Aquage technique. Any of the things that I'll be covering today you can find on aquage.com. So we were talking about pliant strength, and what we've done to prep this model to begin with, we started with shampooing with volumizing shampoo, CX10 volumizing shampoo and conditioner. And our model, what we're creating today, is a loose modern look. We're working into a braid and on into a faux hawk. So we volumized volumized with the shampoo and then volumized with the conditioner, and we always use a fine-tooth comb to carry the product through the hair completely so that it is completely covered from scalp to ends. We let it sit for just a minute and we shampoo it out. Therefore, we've primed the hair and prepared it for styling. When we get ready for styling, I use the uploading foam. With the uploading foam, it can bring the hair level to a level 5, and you can use it 3 different ways. You can use it as a foam in your hand, where you would just put it onto the scalp, comb it through with a fine-tooth comb from front to nape, and make sure that every hair shaft is saturated, so that we can create, when we do our thermalizing, it will help build the pliant strength of the hair to a level 5. So after we primed the hair with shampoo, then we styled the hair with uplifting foam, then we're going to start thermalizing the hair with the working spray. With her hair, the first thing we're going to do is determine the level of pliability. So I'm going to take her hair, I'm going to push it up. This particular mannequin, or model as you would like to call her, I would say is a level 4 in her pliant strength. For the style that I'm doing today, which is an array of styles that we do, it's one of the best Aquage best practices. It's the ribbon curl. And what I want to do is bring her hair to a pliant level of 6 to 7, depending on how full we want it, how full we want to make the faux hawk, and which direction we want to take it. So the first thing I'm going to do with her hair, I'm going to divide it. You can divide it. If you wanted a softer curl, you could divide 1 inch by 1 inch. If you wanted a tighter curl, you could divide it into a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. Today with hers, I'm going to do about 1 inch by inch square. I'm going to comb. You can see from the priming and the styling that the hair has a great slip already. So we're already at a pliant level 4. So we're going to take the working spray and we're going to saturate the working spray, which is just a fine mist thermalizing spray. I'm going to rotate it through and comb it really well with just my fingers to make sure that the product is dry before I do any type of heat to it. After the product starts drying, I take my fine-tooth comb through to make sure that I have an even distribution of the product. Once I have my inch by inch square ready and primed, I'm going to take my flat iron and I'm going to swipe it 3 times at the scalp horizontally. I'm going to rotate my wrist forward, hold my comb, and slide it through in one even motion, making sure that the strands of my hair are straight. This creates our barrel curl. It's done horizontally. As you work up, today I'll be working into a faux hawk that I want the majority of my volume on the top. So I'm going to start down, come directly horizontally out from the scalp, and then start working up. So I'll do the same thing again. I'll take a 1 by 1 inch section of hair. Once again, you can see that it slides. It has a slip to it. I'm going to take my Beyond working spray. It's a firming spray. It also has a UV protectant. It seals the cuticle as you apply the product and the heat to the product. I've worked it through with my fingers. Now I'm going to make sure that I have the product completely worked through, top and bottom, from scalp to ends. I'm going to take my flat iron, take 3 swipes at the scalp to create a nice base, rotate my iron forward, and slowly pull it down, making sure that the ends are straight, creating another barrel curl. With this style, we want lots of movement and lots of flow like the modern woman would wear. It's not a very stylized style, it's just kind of a messy updo. So what I'm going to do with barrel curls, you can rotate them. So I'm going to rotate one in one direction and I'm going to rotate one in the other direction. I'm going to continue this with 2 more curls in the exact procedure that I just showed you. Once again, I'm going to apply my working spray. It's a firm hold. It's excellent for thermal styling. It allows a shine. I've worked it through. I sprayed the working spray on the top and the bottom of the hair shaft, worked it through until it was dry, and fine-tooth combed it from scalp to ends, top and bottom, before applying my thermal styling. 3 swipes at the scalp. Turn your wrist forward and slowly move down your hair shaft. Once again, you have another barrel curl. So we've taken one this direction, one this direction, one this direction. With this particular style, you'll notice my two outer curls are going this direction because I'm going to be bringing the hair up into a faux hawk. So I want my hair on the sides to sweep upwards. So on the very last one, we'll do the exact same thing. We'll apply our working spray, 8 to 10 inches from the hair shaft. Work it through with our fingers. Let the product dry. Sweep it with a fine-tooth comb. Get perfect distribution of your product. Take your flat iron horizontally, 3 swipes at the scalp. Rotate your wrist forward. Put your fine-tooth comb to help you smooth the curl down in one fluid motion. You get, once again, another barrel curl, which will rotate this direction. And these are your barrel curls. They're a very soft barrel curl. Once again, had I desired more pliant strength to the hair, instead of taking a 1-inch section, I would have taken a 1/2 inch section. So as I've worked these curls in here, I'm going to take my detailing cream. I'm going to smooth the hair out. Anywhere that there might be any type of frizziness, it'll take care of this. Detailing cream should be applied in a pea-size amount. You want to emoliate it very well in your hands throughout your fingertips. Apply it. Don't comb the curl out of the hair. Just smooth the cuticle layer of the hair. Take a wide tooth comb and work it through the ends. With detailing cream, it's a weightless defining texture cream. It's non-greasy and it creates shine for your finished product. Now throughout the scalp, we would curl throughout the entire scalp with our ribbon curls. Remember, once again, going in opposite directions. For detailing the curl out without taking all of the curl out, we want to do it, once again, in sections. So, had my mannequin not been prepared in advance for demonstrating my technique, as I curled up, I would have once again taken the detailing cream per section. Pea-size amount, emoliate very well in your hand throughout your fingertips. In between your fingers, rub it through the hair. Take all of your curl sections together. Work it through the ends. Take your large fine-tooth comb and blend the hair together. So that what you're doing is detailing a very soft, full, natural-looking curl. You want to do this throughout the entire head of hair. Once again, pea-size amount, emoliate, pull it through the ends of your hair from the scalp. Don't finger it too much. Use your wide tooth comb. Just kind of get the scalp blended together where you had your rollers. And then work it through your ends. So you're building pliability in your hair so that you can go in and do your braid. Do the same with your sides. Detailing cream has Algiplex C botanicals. It restores the health to the hair after doing the chemical processes. Once again, it pushes the hair's natural oil through the water to the cuticle layer of the hair. I'm going to brush at the scalp, comb and get rid of any of our marks from our ribbon curls, and then work from the ends. Just to go in, once again, keep it soft and emulsified. You can work these curls in any direction that you prefer, just depending on how detailed it works for you or what your particular client might be asking for. If she wants something more editorial, you could start adding some finishing spray. You could go in and you could add more detailing spray, more texture spray. You could do Beyond Shine for more shine. Then do the exact same thing with this side. Remember, our hairdo is going to come in this direction, so we have pulled our curl this direction. But we want to make sure that we don't have a bunch of lines at the scalp. We want to get those combed out and detail these ends. Creating just a soft, natural curl from what was a straight head of hair. The more you play with the product, the more you try different combinations and cocktails with the product, the different styles that you can offer your clients depending on what they desire. So you can see we've got this, or if they want a more messy look. So there's your barrel curls. You could bring it to the side, and you can keep adding to it. Should your client desire the look to wear it down, at this point, you would take your Beyond Shine. Beyond Shine is a weightless hold fine mist spray. It controls frizziness, has a UV protectant, and is anti-humectant. It just defines it a little bit more, gives it a little bit more shine. And should your client desire to wear hair down, you would go in with your finishing spray and just lightly mist the hair. Finishing spray is a fast dry spray. It's a firm hold with a very fine mist. So you've built this hair from appliant level 4 to appliant level 6 or possibly 7. And at this point, I'm going to show you the slip braid. So anyway, you can see here that I have a very loose curl. I've built the pliability of the hair and my mannequin's hair from a level 4 to, I would say, a 6 or a 7. You have a very loose curl with the ribbon curl. I need to clarify that I have been using the ribbon curl, not the barrel curl, which I grew up with and love. So therefore, you will love the ribbon curl as well. What I'm going to do now for you is the slip braid. The slip braid is also an Aquage best practice, and you can find it online. You do your professional login and you can go in and find the details on that directly. Although hopefully I'll be able to get you through that today as best I can, but you can rewatch it on the website should you choose. So what I'm going to do is take my curl. I don't want to take the curl out of the ends, but I want to maintain somewhat of a smoothness through here. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to part from my model, my mannequin's hair, from the middle of the hair shaft horizontally across the head to the middle of this hair shaft. It's best if you can keep a somewhat straight part, although this style is a very unstylized style, and it's not a necessity, although it will look much better in the placement of your do. So what we've done now is parted off from mid-ear section to mid-ear section, and you just want to pull this hair up out of your way without messing with it. Normally on a braid, we'll take those ends and completely work them out so that we can just braid the hair all the way down the hair shaft. But on the slip braid, what we want to do is take the hair, pull it together, divide it into 3 just as you would any normal braid. We're going to braid halfway down the hair shaft, flip it through, and slip it up to create a knot next to the scalp. So in demonstration, I'm going to go with my fingers, divide it into 3 strands. I'm not going to mess with this end where my pliability is built. I'm going to braid halfway down the hair shaft, like so. Going to create a loop, and I'm going to bring the hair through my loop. Having my braid, I'm going to flip it up. I'm going to find the longest strand of hair that I can find where I've built this pliability, which would be right here. Define it just a bit, grab to it, and push in, creating my slip knot. You can go in and define this slip knot as much as you would like, depending on how stylized, once again, you would like to have your hair. Lots of hair and hair appliances have to be pinned. When we use a pin, this particular one does not, because it's staying very well next to the scalp. When we pin, we don't want to open the bob pin because it grabs too much hair and messes up your style. What you would want to do, ideally, is just go in with one pin and pin it. Once again, this one does not need it, so we won't. From there, we'll leave this. Remember that we're bringing the hair up, building our axis point through the top into an eventual faux hawk. With this, if you choose, you can go in with just a little bit of finishing spray to add a little bit of extra security. At this point, you're going to drop your hair down. Keep it loose at your scalp. And from here, I'm going to create a square on both sides of her head and braid this direction up. So I'll have 2 separate knots. So I will take it this way, drop the hair down, Remember, you're making a square on the side of the head. You want to do the exact same thing on this side. Creating another square on this side of the head. With your extra hair, you once again do not want to mess with your pliant string. Just twirl it up onto the top of the head. If you remember correctly, when we did our curls, we did them backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. These were the barrel curls, which were done horizontally, and we worked our way up to our axis point until it was the tallest in here. So we're going to work our braid back this direction because our last curl was this way, and we're going to hopefully end up with our knot around here. We're going to do the exact same procedure that we did before. Smooth it at the scalp. It's good to use detailing cream and keep detailing cream on your hair as you create these styles. Pea-size amount, completely emoliated in your fingers and hands, because this creates a lotion type effect on your hands, and it does the exact same thing on the hair, providing you to use your hands more efficiently to create the style. So what we'll do, use our fingers, go in 3 sections, do your braid, your reverse braid. As you do your reverse braid, if you'll notice, it's automatically braiding itself down here for you. So you're doing your braid, getting 2 in 1. You can loosen it or you can tighten it. Take your hair ends, pull them through the loop. Loosen this to your liking. Divide your pliability out, the hair that's been pliability built. Take a longer strand. If you can keep this hair defined with your cream, you'll get a little bit more smooth look. Take your longest strand and slip that braid. Take your pin and pin it into place. So therefore you have your next braid on the side sweeping up. Go to the opposite side of the head, you have the exact same thing. Clean this up just a little bit. Create your square again on the side of the head. Pull this hair out of your way. It's good when working with a mirror because you can see your partings. So you want to constantly try and keep a balance and a symmetry to the hairstyle that you're creating, unless you want to work it one direction or the other. Once again, with this one, I have rotated it back and forth and want a more balanced look in my style. So I'm going to go in and maintain my hair here. 2 fingers through, just like a normal braid. Braid it. Once again, I've already got the braid created here. I have a loop. I'm going to bring my loose ends through my loop, creating my braid. Loosen it up. Tighten it up. And go in with my pin. Do not open the pin, keep the pin closed. After we finish the 2 braids on the side, we're going to go in and start building our axis on the top for our faux hawk. So we're going to take this into 2 sections. We're going to put one here, and then we're going to build some volume on the top.
Scoot back just a little bit.
Is that too much?
No, that's fine.
So we've taken our first section, created a knot to hang down. Our second 2 section squares above the ear, or towards the back of the head. We have our extra hair here, which is where we'll be building our volume for our faux hawk. And we'll do, once again, a slip braid. Same procedure. Keep your hair, bring your fingers through the center, create your braid. Keep it looser. I've been doing these a little tight. Keep it looser and work slowly. The slower you work, the better you will become at this procedure. I have a tendency to work fast. So what we'll do is go underneath, bring our loose ends through the loop, take it, flip it over, define these strands just a bit. We're using our defining cream. We're going to take one of the longest strands towards the center, and we're going to push this braid into a knot, which will stay at the scalp. Spray it just a little. Lean your head back. Once again, we want to look at our model, make sure that we're keeping somewhat of a symmetry there. If you have to, you can use pins to keep it together and close to the scalp. With our last braid, actually, I believe I'll make this one into 2. So we'll just make this into 2 sections here. A coage being the prescriptive line that it is, it's also the same with the techniques. The techniques that work for you and the hair that you're working with are the best thing that you can prescribe for your personal client. All of us have different clients and all of us have different needs for our clients, and we can offer them, through the right combination of products, tools, and techniques, exactly what they're looking for. It doesn't have to be a precise way, but know the rules before you break the rules. Remember, the more you share with your client to take home with them, the knowledge they have is your power as well as theirs. Aquage is a company that stands behind us as professional artists and stylists. Once again, one more braid. I'm going to lean my mannequin back again, and I'm going to start building my volume towards the top for my faux hawk. So my braid will be up here, loosely done. Work slowly. Create your loop. Pull and place where you desire. You've got your loop. Go through, bring your loose ends back through. You've got your braid here. Hold it. Define these ends. Grab one of your longer strands and push your braid up. Building your volume. Use your bob pin, go in and pop it at the scalp. A little bit of finishing spray, very fine mist, fast drying yet workable spray. It's anti-humectant, so therefore the finished product that your client leaves with will fight the humidity in the air and last her throughout the evening, whether she be dancing, going to a party, whatever her situation may be. On your very last section, you're going to do the exact same thing you've been doing. You want to, once again, in the salon atmosphere, you would have your mirror. So see, we want her hair to be even. That'll work with that. We'll create our braid and our slip here, creating more volume, and work this into a faux hawk. So we're going to start here, pull it out from the scalp. Is that better? Mm-hmm. Work your fingers through, creating your braid. And your loop. You have your braid that you've just created here, and you have your braid that has created itself down here. You're going to take your loop and bring your loose ends through. Define your ends. Choose a longer strand and go in and build that pliancy with your slip knot. So you end up with a faux hawk, which you can pin in all types of direction and work with your finishing spray. Once again, be sure to keep your hands emulsified with detailing cream so that the hair flows better. It stays smoother and it's more workable for you. For example, this can be pinned up should you care, or if they want a more messy look, some people choose to leave the salon just like this. But you can work with these braids and these knots as much as you want with the combination of products. Once again, you can just offer an entire range to your clients as far as stylizing the hair. I like to work with finishing spray. It is a stronger hold spray and it does dry just a little bit quicker, and we normally always finish with the spray. It's fun for me in my salon atmosphere with my clients to work with because they do like a lot of pliancy built in their hair. I'm from the South, so people like the volume built up in their hair. So you can see what we're doing is creating and creating and creating a faux hawk. And we can pull this volume up as much as we prefer. Can loosen our knots, bring it down as far as we like on the neck, fan it out as we choose, go into a little bit of scalloping on the side should we choose to, get a little more detailed with it, a little more fun, fill in some spaces. And then the back, you could choose, should it be longer hair, you could choose to bring it to the side. You could choose to bring it up and create an updo, or you can just leave it down. Loosen it up. So this is our faux hawk. And I'm finishing off with the Quage finishing spray and just a little bit of Beyond Shine. Beyond Shine is a C Botanical C Extend product. Protects the hair. It's a very fine mist. It's great for thermal pressing, and it's very clean and dry. You always want to spray it from 8 to 10 inches from your product, your finished product of hair. Should you want to get more detail through here, create a more ponytail type thing, or braid through here, you can. This space right here, personally, drives me crazy. So I have to fill it in. And what I will do with this is scallop, which fills in my spaces and also adds more height and volume to my hair. It's a little bit more detail. It's another Aquage practice that I currently personally love to use. Once again, you can check out all of these products, all of these techniques at aquage.com. I highly recommend that you should try the Aquage Academy. They're offered throughout the United States. And remember that knowledge is power. So what we can take home to our team members, and our team members can share with their clients just as we share with our clients, then they can go out of the salon and tell people about us. And we can sell the product assured that Aquage is going to stand behind us because we allow absolutely no diversion whatsoever. So what we want to do is just remember once again, we've built the pliant strength of the hair. We started with a level 4, we built it to a level 6, possibly 8. We went in, we did some braiding, some slip braiding. You go in, you do your braid just like you normally would, create your braid here, an automatic braid at the bottom, slip it through the knot, spread it out and define it, and slip it into place. And from that, we did several knots throughout the head, brought them together to create a faux hawk. Are we done? Are you still recording me, Jethro?
Yep, we're done.